My name is Kevin Becker, and I'm currently a student at Northeastern, aspiring to become a master's in social work with a specialization in addictions. And today, I'll be presenting my lesson plan for alcohol. So the first point I want to touch upon would be the history of alcohol in the United States. Nothing extravagant, just a brief and concise history to kind of nail down the hammer to show that alcohol has been widely accepted and how long it has been used over our generations. Alcohol is arguably the most used substance in our nation, and one of the earliest examples would be from the early colonists. Back in the 16th and 17th centuries, the Puritans carried 42 tons of beer, 14 tons of water, and 10,000 gallons of wine. So it kind of goes to show where their priority was. Another point in time would be the temperance movement, and this occurred during the 1800s. And what this did was it essentially called for the abstinence from alcohol. And the third point would be prohibition and its repeal. And this occurred during the 1900s. And what prohibition did was it outlawed the manufacturing and transportation of alcohol. And the repeal reinstated alcohol so that it could fuel its economy and create job opportunities. The next couple slides will talk about the different types of alcohol. The first type of alcohol will be beer. And what this is it is a fermentation of malts and grains. And they include, but not limited to, golden ales, lagers, stouts, and porters. And those go from light color to dark color. And the alcohol content ranges from 2% to 18%. So this does make beer the weakest alcohol. And some of the most common ways that it's packaged is in cans. We can see that it is also packaged in bottles. And when you finally turn 21, which will be a couple years, you'll be able to get flights which are served in glasses. The next type of alcohol will be wine, and this is the fermentation of grapes and its juices. And these include, but are also not limited to, red wines, white wines, and champagne. And their alcohol content ranges from 2% to 20%. So this means that they are a little bit stronger than beer, and again, you get to see how wine gets packaged and how wine actually looks like when it's in a glass. And the third and final type of alcohol would be spirits. No, we're not talking about ghosts out here. These are some hard liquors that are distilled to be stronger. And these include, but are not limited to, vodka, whiskey, rum, tequila, and gin. And their alcohol content ranges from 20% to 99%. So again, we can see how some of these things are packaged and some of these shot glasses that are used to drink these. I mean, that one on the very bottom right over here is enormous. That's ridiculous. I can't even drink that. So the effects of alcohol. There are a lot of things that alcohol does to the things in our brain. And one of them would be how it affects memory formation. And this basically states that a chronic drinker will have less vivid memories and the detail of their memories gets affected. Abstract thinking is also affected, and this is essentially the ability to interpret meaning. Our problem solving skills are also in jeopardy. This is your ability to switch strategies and overall figure things out. And our attention, the ability to concentrate, gets affected. And the perception of emotion, which is our ability to understand social behaviors and context, gets affected as well. That's just being able to understand if someone's mad, sad, angry, funny, all those things. So if all these things go down, why do we choose to drink alcohol? It's a good question. The biggest influences would be these four right here, and one of them would be family. So if you have a parent that drinks at home, that may influence you to drink at home. Maybe that makes it okay and they don't care, but drinking attitudes and habits develop at an early age. So it's important to be able to make up your own mind at an early age rather than later. The influence of peers is also a big component. At this point in time, everyone wants to fit in, everyone wants to find their flock, and drinking serves as an activity to help hang out with friends. The influence of culture is also huge. I mean, in our culture, we use alcohol to celebrate successes. This could be graduation dates, it could be dates, it could be anything where something has gone well. We use it for a celebration. And on the flip side, we also use it to mourn failures. You know, if someone passes away or if someone doesn't do so well on a test, some people may turn to alcohol. And alcohol is also used in religious purposes. A lot of churches have talked about how alcohol is a sort of magic elixir. And the big final point would be the influence of the media. The media is responsible for all sorts of advertisements. Some of them are super enticing, and some of them are very, they just portray different ideas that don't actually happen. Like, for example, the advertisement on the bottom shows that if you drink Guinness, which is a type of beer, that you'll be strong enough to lift up cinder blocks. You know, that's absurd. We know that would not happen. And the advertisement to its right is basically stating that people that are attractive drink Budweiser. But you know, you don't have to be attractive to drink Budweiser. It's just like a way to have people purchase it. So what does drinking alcohol feel like? There are all sorts of ways that you may feel. You may feel relaxed. That's why a lot of people like to drink after a long day. You may also feel talkative, which is why people like to drink at parties. And you may also be outgoing, which is why it is used to facilitate social interaction. And you know, overall, maybe you feel like the guy that's directly on the right to as like the king of the world. But in reality, you may also feel dizzy. You may also feel drowsy and tired because alcohol is a sedative. And you may also feel confused, potentially like the guy on the right, also at the bottom. So, what do we do if we don't want to drink alcohol at a social event? There are a lot of different ways that we can prepare to battle this sort of a thing. One of the first things you could do is politely decline with confidence. You can say no thank you. You can also respond with I'm okay, but I appreciate it. And it doesn't hurt to say thank you, but I'm good. And the key to this is to be assertive, hold your ground. You want to deliver it with bass in your voice. And if they keep persisting, okay, so if they keep persisting, make an excuse. Say you have an appointment early in the morning. You could say that you're the designated driver. Or you can even say that I'm trying to get in shape. You know, do whatever you need to do. If it persists again, just tell a white lie. Be like, I just had a drink. You could also be like, I'm feeling sick. Or even just say I'm hungover from last night still. And if none of these are effective, we could just walk away. You could ask for a non-alcoholic drink, maybe a soda, juice, water. Or you could even hold the drink, but don't even drink it. And then if you have a friend, ask your friend to be a friend and just give it to him or her. So now that we have this information in our heads, I'd like to do a short activity. And basically what this activity is it's titled, What's Your Alcohol IQ? What to Know? And there are some questions that you're just going to fill out, true or false. And I'll give you some time to do that. You'll answer it, we'll discuss it, and then you'll be able to have a resource to take home. So that is the end of my presentation. Thank you guys very much.